going to show you how to do a back carry and a May tie. The doll that I'm going to be using for this carry is too small to, in real life, actually be on my back. But I'm going to be using her because she's the one that I have. So in real life, you're going to want to have your child be able to sit up on their own and have good head control. So 4 to 6 months is usually what's recommended, and also that you have good practice using a May tie on your front so you are very familiar with it. So that being said, I'm going to use this May tie. It's too big for her, so I'm going to show you how to do some modifications to make it smaller. Before I put my baby in this time, I've already used her to see how big this needs to be to go from her right under her bum up to her neck. And so I know that I need to roll mine 3 times. You might need to roll yours differently based on how big your child is. So I'm just going to take the waist belt here, which is the 2 shorter straps, and there's a label on the inside. So I'm going to take that and put up against my waist. Move this down a little bit. And then I'm going to fold it once, twice, 3 times for me. And I'm just going to tie it loosely here at my waist because I'm also going to need to cinch the waist because it's too big for her. So this span right here is supposed to go from knee to knee on your child. And so for me, this is too big for her, so I'm going to cinch it and make it smaller. I'm going to do that just by taking a shoestring, which is what I have here. You can use any kind of string, really. And I'm just going to tie it, right around the base here. I used my hand to measure how big she was, and from her knee to knee, she's about the width of my hand. So that's about how big I'm going to make this. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie it. Okay. So now I'm going to twist it around to my back and tighten it. You notice that I have it pretty high up here because my baby that I'm using is pretty small. You can put it down lower depending on how tall your child is. The taller they are, the lower you're going to want it. So for me, with this child, I'm tying it right underneath my chest here. I'm going to show you how to put your baby on your back using, using the Superman toss. So you're going to want to put your hands like this on your child so that you have your thumbs over top and your hand going all the way around the bottom. I like to spread my hand out like this so I'm also supporting their torso a little bit. So if your child's facing away from you, you're going to want your left arm on their right side and your right arm on their left side. If they're facing you, that means you're just going to cross your arms when you put your hands on them. Then you're just going to lift up and rotate your arms around. And you want your child nice and high. So this is what it would look like. You're going to want to keep one hand on your child at all times at least. I'm going to spread her legs out a little bit and use my hands to pull this fabric up. I like doing this with the May tie because then I have the straps to help me out here. I'm going to switch hands. There we go. And then I'm going to use both straps to pull up. I'm going to put these straps in my teeth so I can use my hands to make sure that I have her legs where I need to. Make sure they're not twisted. Now I know that her legs are where they need to be. I'm going to bounce her a little bit to get her a nice seat here. So to do that, I held my hands up high with the straps, and I just bounced her to get her sitting down into her seat. Okay. I like to cross the straps here for comfort, but you don't have to. If you don't, you're going to have more like backpack or ruck straps here. But I like to cross mine. So you'll cross them or not, depending on what's more comfortable to you. And then you're going to go around and go over baby's legs. And then you can either tie right here on their bum with after you've gone over their legs, or I have enough room that I can go under the legs and come back around front and tie. That'll depend on how long your straps are and how small your baby is and how big you are compared to what you can do. I got a little twist here. So, there we go. To make sure that your baby has a good seat, you can push up on their feet and knees and bounce to make sure that they have their bum where it needs to be. You want them in this M position so that their knees are higher than their bum. I can see my baby's nice and high, so I can see your head up here. You'll be able to want to check on your child using a mirror or your phone if you have one to be able to see and make sure that they're where they need to be and everything. So that's how you get your child on your back. And then to get her down, I'm going to untie just the one from the straps, the shoulder straps. And I'm leaning forward so that she's laying on me. So I'm going to uncross the passes by the legs. And when I get to the point here where I just have the two straps, I'm going to hold them both in one hand while I reach back to support with the other. And then I'm going to take both of these straps down and the fabric panel all the way off. And then I have my one hand across baby's bum, and I'm going to put the other hand here on her leg as I twist her around. And I like to stop her on my leg, just like this, so then I can reach around with my other arm and hold her while I reposition to be able to carry her. So that's how you do a Meitei carry, a Meitei back carry. Thank you.